It's time for a mental reboot. It's time for you to rethink society and have a different perspective on how you see things. It's time for you and everyone else to stop dehumanizing yourselves. This is the dehumanization process. On Tuesday, January 12th, 2010, an earthquake that registered 7.0 on the Richter scale hit Haiti. They suffered 33 aftershocks after that, and 14 of those aftershocks registered between 5 and 5.9 on the scale. Port-au-Prince suffered massive damage. An estimated loss of life was between 100,000 people to 200,000 people, which by now is probably went up. I know a lot of y'all been hearing that on the news, and that's really sad that that's happened. But what blows my mind is that it takes an act like this, a natural disaster, to bring people together. They did Hope For Haiti on the TV and like all over the internet the other day, when all these stars performed and donated, and it had people calling in and donating money. I mean, they need help. You know, I mean, it's a sad thing that happened. Now, when I say what I'm about to say, don't take it as me being an asshole or, you know, cold-hearted or anything like that, because it's a sad thing that happened. But it seems like whenever something like this happens, people take the initiative and start wanting to, you know, help. But it just makes me wonder, with all the money that they're putting into this, supposedly, and the effort they're putting into this, what about all those Americans who lost their job because of our economy? They're not getting any kind of help that they need. Yeah, they had a little bailout, you know, they gave out the tax checks last year, you know, the little incentives or whatever. But that's not going to help the people who had really good jobs and lost them. That's not going to help those people who lost their houses because they were foreclosed on. No jobs, no homes, no nothing. You know, some of them are left on the street. Some of them had to, you know, who are used to living in bigger houses and being more well off, aren't like that anymore. I feel sorry for Haiti and everything that's happened, but what about the American people in this own country who need help? It's just as bad. Yeah, maybe lives aren't lost, but people are homeless. There's starving people in America today. It just makes me, you know, it blows my mind. All these stars are donating and over there helping, but why don't they donate some of that money to families? Why don't they sponsor a town and not give the money to the government officials in the town, but give the money to the people who live in those towns? You know, they close a lot of factories around the states, and there's people without jobs. People who commute from one place to another, those towns that had factories in them and they don't have the business anymore, those towns are falling apart too. But there's help for Haiti. There's hope for Haiti. What about the hope for the American people who need it? Because it's just as bad. Am I wrong to be thinking like this? I mean, I know there's got to be some people who are my mentality. Because it just, same thing happened with Katrina. Which it wasn't as fast acting, but still. It shouldn't take a natural disaster for people to want to take the initiative and do something. Because there's people suffering here in America too. We all need help, not just Haiti. Haiti may need it a little bit more than we do right now, but when it's all over and said and done, not much is going to change. We help them, and they're going to be right in the same boat that they're in, you know. But what about America? Our economy's falling apart still. Can't get much help from the government because they don't care, because they have their own money. Yeah, you can have hope for Haiti, but don't forget about those people who, in the United States, need some help too. What about hope for them? That's just something to think about. Check you later.